Are you torn between renting out your home or selling it? You're not alone. This is one of the biggest financial decisions a homeowner can make, especially here in the Richmond, Virginia market. And most people focus on the obvious things. What can I sell it for? What can I rent it for? But today, I want to walk you through 3 key factors that many homeowners overlook when making this decision: real cash flow, depreciation, and liquid reserves. If you understand these 3 things clearly, your rent versus sell decision becomes much easier. I'm Calvin Davis with Keyrenter Richmond Property Management. We help homeowners across the Richmond area analyze this exact question every single week. Let's break it down. Factor number 1, real cash flow. This is where most homeowners get tripped up. Let's say your total monthly mortgage payment, including taxes and insurance, is $2,300, and your home would rent for $1,900 per month. At first glance, you might think, I'm losing $400 every month. This makes no sense. But here's what many people forget. Not all of that $2,300 mortgage payment is an expense. Part of it is going towards principal paydown, meaning equity in your property. Let's say $500 of that payment each month goes towards principal. That means even though you're short $400 in cash flow, you're gaining $500 in equity. In reality, you're ahead $100 per month from a net worth perspective. And that doesn't even include appreciation. Now, that doesn't mean negative monthly cash flow is always smart, but you need to understand the full picture, not just the surface numbers. At Keyrenter Richmond, when we run rental evaluations, we help owners look at market rent, true expenses, vacancy assumptions, equity paydown, and long-term appreciation potential. Because real estate is a long-term wealth strategy, not just a monthly spreadsheet. Factor number 2, depreciation. Now let's talk taxes. This is the hidden gem most homeowners don't understand. When you convert your home into a rental, the IRS allows you to depreciate the property over time. In simple terms, the government lets you treat your home like it's wearing out, even though it may actually be increasing in value. That depreciation becomes a tax deduction against rental income. For many landlords, this significantly reduces or even eliminates taxable income from the property. It's essentially a paper expense that lowers your tax burden. Now, important note, depreciation is powerful, but it has long-term implications, including depreciation recapture when you sell. So always consult a CPA before making the final decision. But ignoring depreciation when evaluating rent versus sell is like leaving part of the equation out entirely. Factor 3, liquid reserves. This one is huge. If you're going to become a landlord, you need reserves. I typically recommend at least 3 to 6 months of total property expenses set aside. Why? Because life happens. The HVAC fails in July. The roof leaks in October. A tenant moves out unexpectedly. If you're operating paycheck to paycheck on a rental property, it becomes stressful very quickly. But when you have reserves, repairs become inconveniences, not emergencies. At Keyrenter Richmond, we always advise owners to treat rental property like a business. Businesses need operating capital. If you don't have reserves, selling may actually be safer financially. Quick plug here. If you're trying to decide whether to rent or sell your home in the Richmond area, we offer rental evaluations and owner consultations at Keyrenter Richmond. We'll help you analyze market rent, true expenses, cash flow projections, management options, so you can make a data-driven decision. Visit keyrenterrichmond.com/schedule to schedule a consultation. Now let's talk about when selling might actually make more sense. When selling may be the better choice, renting isn't always the right move. Sometimes selling is smarter. For example, if you need immediate liquidity, maybe for your next home purchase, selling frees up cash. If you don't have the time, patience, or interest in managing tenants, even with professional management, being a landlord may not align with your lifestyle. If the property would barely break even and your equity could earn a stronger return elsewhere, selling may be more strategic. And don't forget about capital gains exclusions. If you've lived in the home for 2 of the past 5 years, you may qualify for significant tax-free gains, but that window doesn't last forever. Again, talk to your CPA. The decision should be strategic, not emotional. Final thoughts. Let's recap the 3 big factors: real cash flow, including equity paydown and appreciation; depreciation and how it impacts your tax situation; and liquid reserves, because rental property requires operating capital. If you evaluate these clearly, the rent versus sell decision becomes much more objective. Real estate is one of the most powerful wealth building tools available, but only when approached strategically. If you're in the Richmond area and trying to decide what to do with your home, visit www.keyrenterrichmond.com. We're happy to walk through the numbers with you and help you determine the smartest path forward. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe for more landlord and real estate insights. I'm Calvin Davis with Keyrenter Richmond Property Management. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.